Well, hello, farming friends. Welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mistermoose. Hey, today we continue on with our mod showcase, looking at all the contest mods for the 2015 Farming Simulator mod contest. Today we're looking at the McHale Fusion 2 by Salmon Modeling. It is a baler slash wrapper. It's the second one that is in the contest. We did the crone the other day, and today we will take a look at this one. So yeah, let's first of all just take a look at this mod and look at it as far as what the details are on it. It's got the wheel chocks down behind the wheels. You got your baler and then your wrapper back here in the back. And then come back around this side of it. Wheels on the side there. And then you've got sort of a little electronic gizmo here. That's kind of cool. Now, does that give us any controls here for the outside of this thing? No, it does not. No PTO shaft on it. And doesn't seem to be any exterior controls on this at all. So, no way to open up the panels or anything from right here at the side of it, from the actual unit itself. So first impressions of it, the paint scheme and the modeling, everything, in my honest opinion, it seems more 2013 than 2015. That's just my opinion. My video, my opinion, right? But yeah, I will also say if we open up the error log, we have a few errors in here. They don't really say much of anything, but I do get can't load resource errors on this particular mod. So, yeah. Just notice that. Alright, so let's hook up to it and see what it'll do. We'll start up our JCB. We'll use the same one. Back into it and load it up. Now I will tell you that once you do connect to it, you can hit the N button and that will open up the side panels. Just so people don't get confused and say I missed something. I actually knew that was there. I just wanted to showcase the fact that you did not have the ability to access this from outside the vehicle. You actually had to jump into the vehicle to open it up, and then you can come around to it. Though there is no interaction with these boxes that I know of. Now I haven't run it completely out, but at this point I have no interaction with the boxes at all. So I don't know if you're able to refill the back of this or not. I don't see any kind of readouts or anything that tell me how much I've got available to utilize. There is a gauge right here that I can't seem to get on, so I can't really tell what it says. And the little handy dandy controller thing is gone, so that doesn't tell me anything. I guess maybe that went up into the vehicle, supposedly, because I do see a pigtail going into the vehicle. So don't know. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lower down the sides of this. Everything folds right back up and it's closed up. Now with it closed up, the controller is still not there. So maybe that controller was hanging on the side of it, and then, you know, let's assume that once you connected it up, you routed the controller inside the vehicle. Maybe? Maybe? Don't know. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of baling just like we did with it. Let's go ahead and show you this thing in the store real quick, so we can look at the specs on it and know what we got going on. So we go to Baling Technology. It's the McHale Fusion 2, $6,500, $45 a day in maintenance. Requires 79 kilowatts, 107 horsepower. Capacity 4,000 liters. It's your standard bale size. It does say it'll do grass and straw, so we'll run it through both paces today. So yeah, let's go back to baling. Control-wise on this, you got your standard controls for the baler. Hold down your left mouse button, and then you have the ability to lower the pickup head, and you've got some little guide wheels that you can fold out first of all. Then you can lower the head, you can turn it on, and we'll hear what it sounds like when it's running. Now if you want to wrap, you right click on your mouse button, you hold it down, and then you use the X key to activate the wrapping, or I don't know what key that would be on the keyboard. Maybe it's let's see, wrapping is deactivated. It's not V, it's not B. B is that O, maybe? I'm trying to figure out what keyboard it is, because I don't. It's not B, not V. X, Z, Z. Alright, so it's your right mouse button and Z on the keyboard activates or deactivates the wrapping. So we want that activated. On your gamepad, it's just your right shoulder button and your X button or your square button if you're on PS3. So that's that. Now we can just get in here and start doing a little wrapping. We have the wrapper activated, so we'll bail and wrap. Oh, quite a bit of particle dust there. Whoa, that's like a bad LSD trip. Oops. Alright, so it has no pre-area. It's more like a traditional baler, so when you start hearing the noise, you gotta stop. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to continue rolling on. Whereas that crone, you could just keep on going. It slowed itself down, but you could just keep rolling with it. Alright, and then does this thing auto unload? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so I guess we got to unload this thing. So unload the round bale is the O button, or in my case it's shift and Y. So you do have to manually unload. Okay. Off we go. Yeah, that's annoying. I got used to that other baler just being able to drive, and even though it throttled down, I was able to just keep on moving through the field the whole time. This one I've actually got to pay attention to where my capacities are, and well, that freaks me out right there. Yeah, and you gotta automatically put the bale out yourself. A little getting used to on that. Alright, so we'll keep on moving around. Now it does do standard size bales, so you don't have to worry about that. Different size bales, or maybe like a bale handler not being able to pick it up because the bales aren't the right size. Yeah, that right there is annoying. Kicks the bale out, wraps the bale. Pretty much standard. So functionality, it's there. It may not look that great. It doesn't, you know, like I said, to me it looks like a 2013 mod, not a 2015 mod. Looks like something that belongs 2 years ago. But functionality's there. It will bale and it will wrap bales, and you know, that's that particle diffusion on the back of it is just kind of, it's like we're doing warp speed or something, you know, a little bit faster, and it'd be like traveling through the universe at warp speed. Interesting. So I will say this, my first impressions of this mod from just looking at the pictures of it on the website, it looked like junk. The pictures don't do it justice. It's much better modeled than I thought it was off from the pictures. I think there's... Oh, that is so annoying. So annoying missing that. And you having to back up and start all over again. Keep thinking I can't start moving again until it starts wrapping, so... And then when that stops wrapping, I think I have to stop to unload it, so... It would be nice if it just automatically unloaded for you, right? And I don't see any options like that to turn automatic wrap unloading or automatic unloading on or off. So it's not to compare it to the other one, but to compare it to the other one. The other one has certainly a lot more functionality built into it. But I think you're comparing an apple and an orange at this point. They both do the same things, but one's completely different than the other. But it does get the job done, and hey, it's better than anything I could ever do. Oh man, see, there I go again. Yeah, I really don't like that part of it. I got used to that other one and just being able to focus on driving and letting it do its thing. And so now using this one, it's quite a bit different. Alright, so we'll do one more little bale heel. What the heck? Oh, okay. It was full. Yeah. Yeah, that'll make me cuss this thing quite a bit. Definitely. Okay, now I'm not picking anything up. What'd I do? Lift it? I did. Alright, so now we're back into it. Hit the wrong button. So definitely, for me, it's after using the other one. Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, which one I like better, this one or the other one. At the point, I hadn't used either this one or the other one. Excuse me, I used just the other one. I had not used this one yet. And again, I don't do these reviews to steer anybody any direction, but I would say, in all honesty, I'd use the other one over this one. I mean, just to be honest with you, I don't mean just for this to be a comparison of the two, but it ends up being that way, I guess, because if I had to choose between the two of them, I would definitely choose the other one. But again, that's not knocking the guy who modeled this, because he's obviously put a lot of hard work into it and made a nice mod. And if it were the only mod that were out there to do this, I would use it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. But the other one's out there, and this would be like the you know, the stripped down model, and their other one would be the luxury sedan. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just so we can take it up here and do a little straw with it, I'll run up to the straw field and we'll do straw and make sure that it does the straw baling, and then we'll wrap up this video. So be right back in the straw field. Alright guys, we're back on our straw field, ready to do a little baling here with the McHale Fusion 2. We're going to go ahead and right click and deactivate the wrapping, because we wouldn't be wrapping our straw, so we want to deactivate the wrapper, and then this just basically becomes a baler for us. And I just want to show that you can do straw with it. So we'll just run around the field here, do a little do a little bit of straw, get it done. We get that same particle coming off the back of it. And you got to stop for this thing to unload. And I guess I got to manually kick them off the back as well. So, alright, so let's just take a recap on this thing. Pretty nice mod, I will say this. If this mod came out 6 months ago, it would have been added to my farm immediately because it would have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. It would have given me the ability to wrap. I could have done not only grass, but I can also do straw with it. It's still, like I said, to me it's not up to FS15 standards. I like, you know, I just, to me it's still a little flat. It's still a little, I mean, when I compare it to how this looks versus this, it just seems a little flat, and it seems like yesterday's model, but it does function. He does, you know, props to the guy who did the salmon. He did a great job as far as functionality and making it work. And if I had never seen the other one, it would have been this is a, you know, decent mod. But with that said, there are obviously considerable differences between the two, and not that this should be a comparison of the two, but inevitably it becomes that because you're looking at them both. Now, if you don't want to have the headache of the consumables and having to change out the consumables on this one versus the other one, then this one is a better choice for you because you can just go bale and do your thing. But if you like all the bells and whistles, the other one's probably a better choice for you. So, but as far as the mod goes, it functions. It does do exactly as advertised, and wraps the bales. I just, you know, unfortunately, it's outclassed by the other one in my personal opinion. So, and while I try to be impartial on these, you can't not admit there's a huge difference between the two of them. So, anyways, that's it for today. The McHale Fusion 2. You know, again, it's something that you could add into your arsenal if you're looking for a baler / wrapper combo without all the consumables and the headache of changing things out. You just want a simple piece of machinery that'll do the job. You got it right here, and at a pretty good price for $69,000. So check it out, download it. You can get it at farming-simulator.com from the official's website. Just go to the mods and then to the contest tab, and you'll be able to download it. Okay. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little brief review, and of course we'll continue to review the mods in the contest for you guys. That way you can see what they're like in action before you download them yourselves. Thanks again for watching, everybody. If you liked the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And that way you can get notifications anytime I do a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.